Alright, welcome to another tutorial. This one we'll look at the Sanguinary Guard. So I painted this guy up. I painted up a whole bunch of them back when the Blood Angel Codex came out the last time. So this one I'm just doing the same technique but videoing the whole process. So here you can see I'm rotating around. So nice shiny gold using all the GW metallics. I just temporarily put them on a 25mm base because these new bases are 32mm for these guys, so I got to pick some up for these guys. So I started out with a brown base coat, just sprayed on. You can see I missed a couple spots there. And just putting on a nice coat of Balthasar Gold on everywhere, basically. So any sort of a primer will do. Brown makes sense with a gold base, because if anything shows through, it'll be fine once you do all the highlighting. So yeah, just trying to put on a quick and even coat of gold there. So, so it might be 2 coats you need, whatever it is to get a nice even coat. So going with Leadbelcher now and painting on all the silver bits, which is basically just the bolter there, yeah, sort of the mount on his hand and maybe a bit of the power axe and that sort of thing. Some gray now for the wings and some of the decorative details. So basically the wings, and you can see it's going on thin here. I'm going to do 2 coats just to get it nice and even. And sort of the wings, the details on his axe and that. A little bit of black on the bolt gun there, and I don't think there's much other black on this model. And that's about it. Sorry about the going off screen there. So yeah, just touching up the black. Kantor Blue, so that's going to be the base color for this axe here. And I'm going to give some lightning effects on it, so just trying to get a nice base color on there. Naggaroth Night for all the gemstones, so they're going to be purplish. That's the color I've chosen for my Blood Angels, so depending on how you like your Blood Angels, gemstones. Basically, I didn't do red because the rest of my guys are going to be red, and their gemstones need to be contrasting that red. So a bit of Mephiston Red for the shoulder pad, just to tie it in with the rest of the army. And just trying to paint around that skull there. I'm going to leave that as a gold background and with a black skull. Okay, so Agrax Earthshade going on all of the gold bits now that I have finished all the base colors. And just trying to get that nice and thick on everywhere. Okay, and then Nuln Oil shade for all the silver bits. And do I put that on? I think I do it on the wings and all that as well. So really it's just kind of the 2 shades here, and as you can see that really brings out the detail on the wings, and then it's going to bring up the highlights after. Alaitoc Blue for some highlighting here on the axe. So these are going to be kind of wide highlights. I do all blue highlights on this thing, and it's kind of messy there, sorry about that. But if you do some of the green blues, like the Sotek blue, that kind of looks nice too. The greens complement, sort of the greenish blues complement the blues. So just starting to sketch out the different lightning here. The darker colors can be kind of rough, and then as you get into the finer details, you're going right up to sort of a white. And I'm kind of blending this in here. This is actually pretty messy, sorry about that. The blending of that gives a kind of a background glow, and you can see I've touched it up a little bit there. Okay, so then going up to a nice bright blue here, and just trying to paint on some of the lightning. And the finer you do these details, the better it looks. This is just kind of a quick way to do it for a regular troop, but if you're doing a character, you want to spend a lot more time on this and just kind of blend things a lot more. And just, yeah, so sketching out kind of basically where lightning's going to go, and as you get to the lighter colors, you'll refine that more. Okay, so using one of the edge highlights here just to again, bring in these edges, so just trying to keep inside those lines, straighten, nice straight ones for the lightning, just to make it look a bit more jagged and all that sort of thing. This is probably tabletop quality, definitely not a showcase level here. With this lightning effect. Okay, Gehenna's Gold for all the gold highlights. Now you could do this with Runefang Steel, depending on how you like your gold. Actually, sorry, not this one. This level you want to use the Gehenna's gold. The next one for the edge highlights, you can use a silver highlight just to bring out the edges. Now this highlight is pretty important in terms of getting the shiny gold look on everything. I've tried dry brushing gold before, and it really doesn't come out as shiny. It's you get the gold effect, but definitely not a bright gold sort of a look. So I think you want to paint this on. Again, depends on how you like your golds to look, but this is what I found I like. I've tried the different dry brushing techniques, and there you go. That's what it looks like with a nice even coat of gold on there, nice and bright. Okay, Celestra Grey, highlighting on all of the wings. So those areas there, just painting it over flat. And then going to be doing similar sort of thing with all the feathers. So just trying to avoid all the deep recesses, but bringing up the base again. Xereus Purple for all the gemstones. So just shading highlighting the bottom half of them. And you can see this guy's getting being complete-ish. And then Genestealer Purple for another highlight. And I think I do the edge highlight but don't show it. So you can use whatever color, add a little bit of white to this, and then do a nice fine line at the bottom half of the gemstone. And that'll bring it up nicely. Okay, Dark Reaper highlighting the black on the bolter and those skulls. And yeah, just trying to avoid all the recesses. Okay, Runefang Steel for the highlighting the silver. And again, if you like the silver edge highlights on the gold, you could use that for this as well. I don't actually like that look. I think I don't know. I don't think I can. I haven't been able to pull it off in a way that I like. So I just do this one, the Armour Gold, Auric Armour Gold, and I'm just trying to get nice fine lines on here. Now this paint is very transparent, so it's hard to get a good line. You may have to do 2 layers. But basically, I'm just trying to pick up all the bright edges on things, and just to brighten that up just a touch. Ulthuan Grey highlights on all of the gray bits here. So you can see on those wings, just trying to get all the edges of all the feathers, just to bring it up a bit. And then a bit of white scar highlight for the lightning here. Let's see how this ends up turning out. So the finer lines you can get on here, the better. I'm just trying to get my brush to cooperate. It's got a bit of a glob of paint on the end there, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to. But as you sketch each of these layers up, it kind of plays a trick on the eye, and you see more than it's really there. So from a little bit of a distance, it looks actually quite decent. Here we are. There's this lilac edge highlight on the bottom of those gemstones. As you can see, I also did a little white reflection at the top with the white scar as well. And that's it. So yeah, that's how I did the gold on my Sanguinary guard. There's a whole painting guide, sort of still images on my blog. You can check that out. There's a link in the description. It's like watching paintdry.blogspot.com. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them on YouTube or on my blog. And here's all the paints, as I mentioned. These images here are all on my blog. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next time.